See best practices for creating your first film or cinematic project in Unreal Engine. Hi, I'm Anna with Unreal for Reals, and today we'll take you from starting your film project to creating your first level and adding a landscape. And if you like helpful tips like this, be sure to like and subscribe. Unreal for Real makes tutorials for folks who want to create worlds for video, not games. Unreal Engine updates all the time, so look on the homepage for this channel for updates. Okay, let's dive in. You can launch Unreal Engine directly, but because you may have created projects in different versions, it's best practice to launch it from the Epic Games launcher. So open that first, and then in the top right, you can either click the launch button if it's showing the version that you want to launch, or you can click the down arrow and open other versions that you've downloaded. Now for this tutorial, I'm using the 5.7 preview, which is why it's not showing a version number in either place. I'm going to click here to launch that. Now there's a lot for it to load, so be sure to give it plenty of time. The Unreal Engine browser will appear. Now once you've finished this tutorial, you'll be able to find the project that you've saved listed in this browser. Okay, let's start a new project. To create your first film project, on the left, click once on the Film, Video, and Live Events tab. There are several pre-made templates that you can use. The blank is selected by default, and that's what we're going to use. But before you click it, in the bottom left, make note of where this project will be stored. You can click the File folder and select a different location on your computer, which is what I've done. In the bottom right is the project name. Now, projects must start with a letter, not a number, and you can't have spaces. So, let's name this one My Lake Tree and click Create. And give it plenty of time to create that project. Now, as of Unreal 5.6, there's no option to load the starter content. That's actually a good thing. Once it finishes loading, you may see notifications, especially in the bottom right, to update your project or plugins. You can update or dismiss those for now. Okay, let's create a level. As of Unreal 5.6, you have all the lighting actors you need to get started, and you could start building right here. But it's best practice to create a new level, as there are things you can do in more advanced productions with levels. So let's get in that habit now. And here's your first keyboard shortcut. Hold Control or Command and hit your spacebar. That brings up your content drawer where all of your project assets will be stored. To create a level, use your non-primary mouse button to click in a blank space in that content drawer. Now for most folks, it'll be right mouse click, and I'll call it Alt click. Then go up and click Level. And let's name it. We're going to call it Master Level and hit Enter. Now, notice that it's in the Content folder because you'll be coming back here. To open this level, double-click it. In the pop-up, click Save Selected. Your new level will be blank. Hit Control Spacebar to close the content drawer. Now let's add our acting lighters. In the top toolbar, click Window and then Environment, Light Mixer. Click all the ones across the top. Create Skylight, create Directional Light, create Sky Atmosphere, create Volumetric Clouds, and create Height Fog. And you can close this pop-up. Now you have all the same lighting actors that you had when you first started, and you can see them by opening the Outliner tab on the right. Okay, later on we're going to do a master class on all of this lighting, but for now we want to make one change to ensure your lighting stays the same throughout your project. So in this Outliner panel, click on the skylight once, and then click the Details panel. In the search bar, type in the word Real. You should see Real-Time Capture. Turn that off. And X out of the search. And then click the Details tab to close it. Now we're ready to create our first landscape, and this is where we're going to build our scene. In the top left, click the Selection Mode drop-down. Click Landscape. Since we're creating a scene instead of a whole world, we really don't need a very big landscape, and having a small one will help keep your project file size small too. On the left, we have our landscape panel, and at the bottom is the overall resolution. We're going to set this 253 by, just click once on it so you can change it with your keyboard, and then hit enter, and then click the create button. Now you probably won't see your landscape, so you need to zoom out a bit. I'm going to hold my Alt mouse and pull straight back to look straight down, and then I'm going to hit my down arrow to zoom out. We're going to go way out. Let's bookmark this bird's eye view so we can return to it easily. So in the top right, click Perspective, go down to Bookmarks, Set Bookmark, and then click Bookmark 0. Now, no matter where else you move, you can return to this view by hitting 0 on your keyboard. Now, another good habit that you'll want to get into right away is saving your project after you make major changes. And unfortunately, the little save icon in the top left will not save everything. Instead, in the top tabs, click File, Save All. That will save your project, your level, and everything in it. Okay, now if you close Unreal Engine at this point, you'll want to know how to reopen your project and your level. So let's practice that now so that no matter where you pause this tutorial to finish later, you'll know how to save and reopen your project. So to close it, in the top left, click File, and then Exit. If you wait just a few seconds, the Epic Game Launcher may reopen on its own. If not, open the Epic Games Launcher. And then to reopen, you can do this two different ways. The first way, in the Epic Games Launcher, you can click the top tab for Library. And you can find your project in the list and double-click it. Now, if you don't see your project in the list, search for it by name. And I'll show you how to open your level after I show you the second way of doing this project. Okay, now the other way to open it is to open Unreal Engine directly, and then in the browser, find your project in the list and double-click it. If you don't see it in the list, you can search for it by name there. So let's do it from here. It's My Lake Tree. Double-click it, and it will take them to load. You may see notifications that it's out of date. You can update it or dismiss it, whatever you like. Okay, now we have the project open. Now we need to open the level. So open your content drawer with Control Spacebar. You'll see your level in the content folder, and then go over here and double click it. And that opens your master level. And you can hit Control Spacebar to close the drawer. Okay, that's it. Be sure to like and subscribe and see the next tutorial for how to move your viewpoint in Unreal Engine.